Wednesday, August 29th edition of the Carolina Weather Video. I am meteorologist Matthew East here with you. We had an area of some heavy rain move down to around I-40 yesterday. Had some flash flooding issues around parts of the Triad area, over 3 inches of rain in portions of that section of the region. It was also a pretty warm day. Look at the upper 80s, even a couple low 90s on the board. Boom was all the way up at 81 for a high temperature yesterday afternoon. Now the radar pretty quiet across North Carolina in most spots this morning, the exception being right along the coast there north of Wilmington, some lingering areas of rain and thunderstorm activity there, but most areas have kind of quieted down, and for a lot of the region, some drier air is going to be slipping in, and that's going to mean only a very low rain chance over the next several days. Now, of course, there's Isaac. I'll talk plenty about Isaac coming up here in just a moment. All right, temperatures. 71 degrees in Greensboro at 5 a.m. It's 74 in Charlotte and Raleigh, 73 in Wilmington, Columbia at 75. And again, as we went through the day yesterday, we had that area of some heavy rain. You can see the tail end of that activity last night at the beginning of this satellite and radar loop. Some leftover cloud cover in many spots this morning. But notice, you will not see a whole lot in the way of shower and storm activity across North Carolina today. Now, the exception being down around the southern tier counties, parts of the Charlotte metro could certainly pick up a few showers or storms. But for Raleigh, Greensboro, the mountains, at least the northern mountains, and then over toward northeastern and eastern North Carolina, looks like that drier air will win the day and probably win the next several days overall behind this front. So again, we're looking at the best rain chance coming up over the next few days in South Carolina, up into southernmost North Carolina. Of course, there goes the remnants of Isaac by Friday, lifting into the Ozarks. So let's talk about Isaac. It finally got its act together yesterday. The very low pressure continues even as I speak, and now that you're having the frictional effects of land interacting with this hurricane, it's bringing a lot of those higher winds that have been aloft at flight level. There's been some 100-plus mile-per-hour winds the reconnaissance planes have found at times. So at flight level, you're getting some of those wind gusts mixing down. There have been some impressive wind gusts. In fact, one report of 113 mile-per-hour wind gusts there. I believe that was along the Mississippi River, south of New Orleans, and plenty of problems beginning. That's the 5 a.m. advisory, 5 a.m. Eastern Time, 969 millibar pressure, wind sustained at 80 miles per hour. This is just going to crawl through Louisiana today. So an 18 to 24-hour continuation of just the beating that southern Louisiana, southern Mississippi, and to some extent coastal Alabama continues to take. From there, this lifts up into the Ozarks and then eventually into the Midwest and the Great Lakes. All right, there's your latest sustained winds from some of the observing sites across that region. Again, these are sustained winds. Here's your latest wind gusts. Pretty significant, certainly, out there across coastal parts of Louisiana. And you're looking at that east wind there across Lake Pontchartrain. And as I'm cutting this video, there have been reports of the levee in Plaquemines Parish, or a levee in Plaquemines Parish, being overtopped and up to 12 feet of water in some people's homes. And again, this is not going to be a problem that ends soon. There's going to be another 18 to 24 hours of wind and rain. That's what the radar looks like right now. Radar estimated total is already very impressive. In fact, there's already been over 8 to 9 inches of rain at 5 a.m. in some spots, and look at the additional rain that is coming over the next few days. A lot of it. And those heavy rains will spread up into Arkansas by Friday. So, again, you're talking an additional 10, 15 inches of rain, maybe more in a few isolated spots there in parts of southern Louisiana and southern Mississippi. So, big-time problems with Isaac continuing. This is going to be a very high dollar damage producing system. Similar to Irene last year, where you had only a Category 1 hurricane really that produced tremendous amounts of damage with flooding. This is probably going to be the case with Isaac this year as well. All right, that is it for today. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day, and God bless.